Hey guys, welcome to Waypoint X Wednesdays and the Offroad podcast. My name is Judd, so let's get started. Well, welcome back to the channel, guys. We really do appreciate you tuning in. Like I said earlier, my name is Judd, and this is Waypoint X Wednesdays and Offroad podcast. And we really do appreciate you tuning in. And guys, if you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button, leave us a like, leave us a comment, hit that bell for all notifications. And then on Spotify, make sure you hit that follow button. We would really appreciate it. And so with all that being said, we got all that out of the way. We're going to get into a few little, few things before we get to our main subject of today's video or podcast, as it were. And so, man, it has been busy and busy. So we've been doing a few events. We've been at Florida Jeep Jam for the past week and a half. We just got back, and it was a crazy Jeep event down there in Panama City with the rain and everything. It kind of threw us for a loop because we did build the obstacle course, and we should hopefully have a video out shortly about that, just kind of the process and things that we do. And so if you do have any recommendations for next year, whether it's the course or anything else going on down there, we would love to find out, so that way we can make the event next year, the 10th anniversary, bigger and better. And so we really do appreciate you there. But coming up, this is coming out Wednesday, so Waypoint X Wednesday. So this Sunday we'll be actually traveling to Kentucky, Owensboro, Kentucky. I think I pronounced that correctly. And let me go to my website, and it's the Jeeps and Jams Expo up there in Owensboro. And excited to go up there because we're building another obstacle course for them. And so really excited to go up there and be there for that event. And we're going to have a fun time. So Colton and I will be up there building it, and then my wife will come up later in the week for the vendor village and things of that nature. So we're really excited about that event. And then we come back home for a couple days, 2 or 3 days, and then we go to Michigan. We're going to Drummond Island, Michigan, and really excited about that. And so we're going to be able to knock out a couple of badge trails. We're going to try to hit one on the way up there. We're really going to try. We're going to see if it happens. We don't know yet. So we're going to try to knock out 2. And we would love to knock out 3, but we just don't have the time. So we'll have to go back because I think it was Indiana, something like that. There was one. And we thought we might be able to make it happen, but I don't think we're going to be able to make it happen this trip just because of scheduling and things of that nature. Plus, I've been off of work. Plus, Caitlin has been off of work. So our time is getting limited for this year. And so got a lot going on the rest of the year, and so we got to save up the time. And so that's kind of what Waypoint X is doing as within the next few weeks. And so also when we get back, we're going to be at home for quite a while after that, not going out of state, things of that nature. And so we're going to be doing some rides, whether at Stony, Morris Mountain, Hawk Pride, things of that nature. So be looking out if you want to come ride with us. We're going to be having some rides, whether it's private, public, things of that nature. So just contact us and see if we'll be doing a ride. Go to our Facebook page, Instagram, follow, like the page, things of that nature. And if we do a public ride or do anything special where you can come out and ride with us, we will have that on Facebook. So make sure you follow. Make sure you like the page, things of that nature. Make sure that you're staying up to date on everything like that. And that way we can get that information out to you. Also, if you think that a newsletter would help, let us know. Maybe we can do an email newsletter where if we have a ride, we can just mass email it out. And that way you can kind of sign up that way. And so just let us know in the comment section below how you would prefer it. And so Facebook has worked in the past, but maybe there's some way that is better. So that's kind of what's coming up. We're really excited because we want to get back out to these parks and start wheeling a little bit locally. So really fun about that. But the main subject for today is kind of reverting back to episode 1. We're at episode 10 now, so crazy that we're already at 10 episodes. We've had some amazing guests on. We've got some more awesome guests already planned out, ready to go. And so we're going to bring them on as well. And hopefully they can give some insight about Jeeping and stuff. But we want to kind of dive back into what Waypoint X was. We gave a really brief description of what it was, and we get so many questions. What is Waypoint X? And so we really wanted to kind of pinpoint that down. I know I've done some YouTube videos about it, and we talk, hint here and there on different podcasts, but I really wanted to break it down for you And so that way there's no more questions, because we get asked all the time, whether it's a Jeep event, things of that nature. And maybe this can, if you're new to our channel or you're just now following us, maybe it'll help explain what Waypoint X is. So first of all, Waypoint X, like I said in our first podcast, started as a YouTube channel. Literally, my wife and I went on a trip and we videoed it. Next thing you know, we have a YouTube channel, and now we're 5+ years into it. And it has grown exponentially. Caitlin's like smiling, and so it's grown exponentially, and we're having fun with it. And so that's the biggest thing is we both have full-time jobs, and this is kind of like what you would call our side gig, but we really dedicate a lot of time to it. And just because it's not our first priority, it is really high up on the priority list, wouldn't you say, Caitlin? And so we really try to, we're passionate about it. So it's like a really, really passionate hobby. And so that's kind of where Waypoint X started. But as far as like what Waypoint X does, we get asked all the time, are we a navigation company? Are we Onyx? No, we are not affiliated with Onyx at any way, and we're not an off-road navigation company. And so even though I do like Onyx, I do like using their app, and I think it really helps while you're off-road, especially if they have that off-road park mapped out. I think it's a really good app. We're not associated in any way, shape, or form. And so Waypoint X is its own entity, and we do a little bit of everything. And like I said, we're about to go over that. But you know, like Waypoint. So think of a waypoint on a map, and that X is just our next one. So our slogan is "Where's your next destination?" And so that's Waypoint X. So, but going into what Waypoint X does, first thing that we kind of started out as, and I think we pride ourselves on, is trail guiding. And so not only do we do private trail guiding for people, we've done trail guiding for a multitude of different like groups and things of that nature. We also help trail guide with Jeep Jamboree, things of that nature. We really pride ourselves, especially at Stony and some other local parks. We go out there and we can trail guide you. You don't have to read a map, and that's just one of the services that we offer. And, you know, a lot of people will say they don't want to pay to someone guide them around. I get it. I totally get it, you know. But then again, you know, you can go down to the beach and you can pay someone, whether you're doing an excursion or you're going to race go-karts and you're spending bootloads of money there. It basically equals out to be the same thing, except you're getting a guide. And when you get a trail guide that not only knows the park, that brings the tools and anything necessary to get you out of any sticky situation, you know, has trailers, has contacts at those parks. So if anything does happen, not only can they help you, but they can get you back home and figure out the best means for your Jeep and yourself. And we really try to dedicate ourselves to that and make sure that not only your Jeep gets home in one piece, but you do as well. And so I think, you know, that can be downplayed a lot. But I think it's really important when having a trail guide. People go out to Moab all the time and pay for trail guides. And so we're not much different. We're just in Alabama. So same difference. Next, we do Offroad 101, whether it's recovery, safety, things of that nature. We just did a off-road clinic, safety and recovery clinic at Florida Jeep Jam, and we had 2 of those, one Friday, one Saturday, and those went really well. We had great participation in those, and so hopefully we'll get to do those next year. But we have classes from time to time, and so if you would like to be part of one of those classes, let us know. That way we can kind of see how much engagement, see how many people want that, so we can kind of determine dates about that. And we usually host that at one of the off-road parks. And so what you get is we do Offroad 101. We go over all the basics, whether it's recovery gear, first aid, all the safety things of that nature. You know, do that for, you know, an hour and a half, 2 hours tops, and then we go hit the trail and we go ride. So you're basically getting Off-Road 101 class and safety and everything, and you're getting a trail guide all in one package. And so it's a great day out on the trail. And so you get to learn a bunch of new skills, and then you get to go try it. And so it kind of works hand in hand. So that's something that we also really enjoy. And so don't be too prideful in saying that you know everything, because I don't know everything. And there's stuff that I learn about recovery techniques and safety and things of that nature every day that not only make me and my team safer, but make people that we will with safer. So don't be too prideful. You can always learn something. Um, and then, which brings me into the next thing we do is we do off-road recovery. What I mean by this is I'm not the guy, not your brother-in-law or something like that that's going to come pull you out, just of the simple mud hole. I'm the guy that you've torn something up, you've ripped track bars in half, you've torn brackets off the Jeep. The Jeep might be on its side somewhere, down a ravine, things of that nature. You're going to call me. And so we really work within kind of Alabama, central Alabama, and the local parks and different things of that nature, whether it's Talladega National Forest, and we can come recover your vehicle. And so what that means is most tow companies will not go off the pavement, and that becomes a massive issue because then there's no recovery company that's going to come get you. We will actually come and get you, sign waivers and things of that nature, and then if you file through insurance, we can actually do it that way. So there's multiple ways we can do that, but that's off-road recovery. Pretty simple. If you get stuck, good. But if it's just in a mud hole in your backyard, you probably don't want to call me. So this is something if you've really messed up your Jeep, and sometimes, the insurance, you don't want to file insurance. That's completely fine. We'll work something out with you. But that's kind of where off-road recovery is. We go when no one else will come. Wouldn't you say, Caitlin? I mean, we're your last resort. Next is obstacle course builder. As we talked about earlier, we were down in Florida Jeep Jam in Panama City building that one, and then we'll be up in Kentucky in Owensboro building that one. And so we're really excited. So we figure out what equipment we need, materials, things of that nature, and we can come build a course for you. Now, whether it's at Florida and we have to truck in all of the dirt and things of that nature, we can try to find that for you. Most of the time when we go out of state, they already have contacts in place. They have sponsorships in place for the event, and we work with those sponsors and those vendors of that Jeep event to try to find the best benefit for them. And then we come in and provide our services to build that obstacle course. Obviously, it's a lot easier if you can find the materials on your own versus me having to find them because you're more local, you have more contacts, things of that nature, and ultimately it's cheaper for you. Also, if you have a deal with a local rental company, they can possibly do a sponsorship, things of that nature, and then y'all can kind of join hands, and then I say what equipment I possibly will need for that obstacle course and what you want and what all that entails, and you kind of go from there. And so that's kind of what we do. We just build obstacle courses, and we have fun doing it. So if you have an event coming up and you want an obstacle course built, please contact us, and we'll be more than happy to talk that out with you and figure out the best plan of action. And so, I had a whole team at Florida Jeep Jam. We're bringing a smaller team up to Owensboro just because of the location and, the services that we're providing. And so, but we're excited. We're excited either way, and we're going to have a blast doing it. And if you're going to be up there, please come say hi. And if you're going to be at Drummond Island, please come say hi, which we're not building an obstacle course there. That'd be cool if we went all the way to Michigan. But, hey, there might be a Jeep event, so holler at us. And then, last but not least, we have Waypoint X Garage. So we officially opened this up January 1 of this year. And so we basically wanted to start a shop that was very, OCD when it comes to Jeep building. I wanted my Jeep built a certain way, and I know a lot of other people want all the details done to their Jeep like I've done to mine. And so I guess my Jeep is like a testament to where how far I've come, and you see it on videos, you see it wheeling. I built the tons. I built with Rusty's help, part of the lift kit. I built some of the brackets that went on it, and then we kind of designed some things, and I did all the welding, and my Jeep basically is built by me. And so just a testament to all we've done, whether it's been, Moab, Colorado, and anywhere in between, Tennessee, Alabama. You've seen it all on our YouTube channel. And so that's just kind of a testament to the dedication we have when we start building rigs. And then I helped build Colton's when he got his lift kit. And we've just been helping people along the way. And so we just really want to help you out on your build, whether you're doing it yourself and you have a few questions for us and you're trying to save that buck, we'll be more than happy to help you. And so we just want to help out the Jeep community. That's really what Waypoint X is in its entirety. Is we want to help the off-roading community, especially the Jeeps. And so that's kind of what we're dedicated to. We want to not only further the Jeep community, but we want to build it in a good light, if that makes sense. So we don't want to portray the Jeep community as a bad community, or where the authorities hate us. We want to portray it in a good light and make it grow, because trying to get all these, I would say, now that I'm getting older, youngsters into it, coming out of school, high schools and things of that nature, to not only respect off-roading, but to enjoy it and come out and have fun. And so that's kind of what we're gearing to, is just to bring the whole family together and get off-road. So that's kind of where we're at. But going back into Waypoint X Garage, like I said, we started January 1. We've been loving it. I've had a ton of rigs already that we've fixed, and a ton of happy customers. And so if you have something that you need done to your Jeep, or you have some questions, please let us know. I will say this little asterisk: we really stick to JKs and JLs. We do include the JT because it's basically a JL. So all the haters out there that think it's something else, it's really not. It's just a JL that's longer. I know the rear suspension can get a little different, depending on what brand you go with, but it's basically a JL, guys. Now, we don't really worry about the TJs as much, because honestly, it's not my realm. Not that I won't work on them, things of that nature, but I'm just kind of honest with you. So, if it has to do with gears, things of that nature, totally get it. But as far as, the TJ world, plus they're mostly rusty, and I have Joe probably going to call me after he hears this, sees this thing. He says, I always hate on the TJs, but it's okay. I'm a JK forever. So if you got a JK or JL, let us know. If you have a TJ, we'll see. Just for Joe, though. Y'all send you to Texas for Joe. He has a shop out there. He does some great work. But that's what Waypoint X is. And if we can help you with parts, we'll be more than happy. We can drop ship them to you. If you need a quote, let us know. Things of that nature, just hit us up. And like I said earlier, if you need to get in contact with us, we do have a separate website for that, waypointxgarage.com. Our main site is waypointx.net. And that's kind of where we send all our emails to. And so we really didn't necessarily want to create a whole nother email. And so if you have any questions, there is Waypoint X Garage on Facebook and Instagram. And so you can go over there, send us a message, and we'll get in contact with you. Also, if you want to send an email to judd@waypointxgarage.com, you can, or judd@waypointx.net. It will all come to my email inbox, and I will get that, and I'll be able to reach back out to you. And so it all works. We're all one big umbrella under Waypoint X, and so there's a lot going on. Caitlin's like, yeah, there's a lot going on. So Waypoint X started really small, and now we're kind of getting a little bit bigger, but we're excited to what the future holds. And guys, if you have any questions, if I didn't cover something, or you have a question about one in particular thing, let us know. Also, if you're going to be at one of these Jeep events, we would love to meet you, shake your hand, hear your story, and find out where your next destination is, because maybe it's something cool that we want to go do. And so we're always excited to talk to people. Also, we're also excited to talk about their Jeep build and where they've not only come from, whether it was a stock Jeep, and then now it's, massive, and you're like, where did all the money go? And so it can happen overnight really quickly. You know what Jeep stands for: just empty every pocket. And it seems to do that to everybody. It's not just you. It is me as well. And so just look at our Jeep. We built it, and just since we built it, you're still emptying every pocket. So sorry to break it to you. Even if you do your own work, it's still money. But that's what we love to do. So just to go over the things, if you're just now joining in, we went over our trail guiding, off-road 101, off-road recovery, obstacle course builder, and now we have Waypoint X Garage. I don't think we're going to go. That's our 5 things. We're going to stick to it. I think we're done, because I think my wife, Caitlin, might kill me if I add another category. So she's laughing at me in the background. So we're going to stick to those 5, guys. The five things that we do within Waypoint X. So guys, if you have any questions, like I said, hit us up. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button or that follow button, depending on which platform you're on, because you're not going to want to miss episode 11. We're really excited, guys, and thank you for tuning in and supporting us. And hopefully we'll be out on the trail soon near you. So, guys, thank you one more time. And like we all say, where's your next destination? And hope to see you out on the trail.